Hello there, this is Chen. I'm an artist and I love astronomy and geology. I put the art and science together in my series, Pilgrimage of Light. To explain this work, I need a calendar, a special calendar that compresses 13.8 billion years into 1 year. Why 13.8 billion years? Because that's the age of our universe. So, on our calendar, the new year marks the birth of the universe. How is the universe born? It's born in this tremendous event called Big Bang. I show you the beginning of it. At this time, photons, the particle of light, are trapped and can travel around. Let's watch a little more. At this moment, 300,000 years after Big Bang, which equates to 12 minutes into our calendar, photons are freed, and they are light. Our calendar is all about light, so why don't we call it Calendar of Light? Let's rewind and watch from the beginning. After Big Bang, the universe expands and matters spread and coalesce. At the end of the first week on our calendar, the galaxies are born. The expansion from Big Bang is still going on today. And now we are ready to fill the calendar with events. Where should I put us on the calendar of light? At the very end, right before the New Year's Eve, of course. You and I, and everyone we know, or everyone we know of, live within the last 10 seconds on our calendar before the New Year's Eve. Because light travels at a finite speed of 186 miles per second, when we look out into space, we are also looking back in time. For example, ARP 273, a pair of colliding galaxies, are so far from Earth, their light takes 300 million years to reach us. By the time we see it, the galactic train wreck has become old news. A much closer example, Orion Nebula. At 8 quadrillion miles away, its stunning colors take 1,400 years to travel to us. That's why we also say it's 1,400 light years away. 1,400 years on our calendar is actually 3 seconds within the human history. Pilgrimage of Light is not just about things up in space, it's also about things down on Earth. At 3 seconds before New Year's Eve, when Orion Nebula's light starts its journey, one of the many things that happens on Earth is that the sand dunes at White Sand National Park are shaping up. To unite the two, I made a pilgrimage to White Sands and projected the Orion Nebula by Hubble Space Telescope on the sand dune. Now that is a projector I use. Not the everyday projector you see, right? It's my invention. I'll produce another video to tell you all about it. Stay tuned. I love this image not only because the nebula and the sand dune were paired up scientifically, but also because their gentle shape and contrasting color look great together. At about the same time, Salt Flat Basin at Death Valley is also forming. So I made a pilgrimage to the lowest point in the United States at 282 feet below sea level to project Orion Nebula. This image includes human touches, the sea level sign, and the parking lot where I parked my rental car. Orion Nebula is located within our Milky Way galaxy. Let's venture out into our galactic neighborhood to Andromeda Galaxy. I've made several pilgrimages for this beauty. To situate it on our calendar of light, we should dial the clock an hour and a half before New Year's Eve. What's happening now? Carlsbad Caverns stalactites are forming. It's a galaxy matching a cave 750 feet underground. I was very excited to make this pilgrimage. This unique opportunity did not disappoint. It made a great image. When Carlsbad Cavern is forming, Pear Lake in the Sierra Nevada mountains is also carved out by the glaciers. So I brought Andromeda Galaxy here to make this projection. This pilgrimage remains the most laborious and adventurous, in which I survived an encounter with 2 Californian black bears. We are dialing the clock back, but we haven't gone far yet. We are still on December the 31st, and many of my pilgrimages stay on this day. On 8 a.m. December 31st, we have M51, 25 million light years away, and Cerro Castellan, 25 million years old. This is made from a pilgrimage to Big Bend National Park. The pair of Sombrero Galaxy and Bryce Canyon at 35 million light years away and 35 million years old are matched in my pilgrimage to Utah. The unique UFO-like Sombrero Galaxy and Bryce Canyon's hoodoos make this image particularly otherworldly. On Calendar of Light, they are right around the midnight of December 30th. Under this rule of pairing, I have matched many galactic wonders to iconic landscapes. These are some examples and their corresponding calendar dates. My artist residency at Grand Canyon took place when James Webb Space Telescope started to churn out exciting new images. NGC 3324 is 7,000 light years away, which looks like a mountainscape in the universe, is projected to the south rim on the Grand Canyon Village for a match of the human presence. So why do most of the pieces of Pilgrimage of Light fall into the last month of Calendar of Light? First of all, the galaxies and nebulae with better photos are mostly closer than 500 million light years away. The closer ones are easier to photograph with our current technology. James Webb can see dimmer and smaller objects, so this will change soon. Earth's age at 4.5 billion years, about a third of universe age, extends from New Year's Eve to as far as September, which will be the only month I can find heaven and earth matches. Although this is a limitation set by the age of Earth, I do have this much to fill in on the calendar with more pieces. At this time, the oldest match I made is between Death Valley's Mosaic Canyon, where the marble wall is formed Precambrian, which means very, very old, and James Webb's most intriguing image of SMAC 0723, a galaxy cluster so far its light starts to travel to us when Earth is just born. Here's one image we can put into the month of September. So where do we go from here? With future technology and better telescopes, there will be more stunning photos of further galaxies. And with your support, I will make more pilgrimages to project them on the older parts of our planet. I hope you find Calendar of Light a good way to understand the series. And I hope I did a good job explaining to you how the series fit into the timeline of the universe. Please enjoy each piece in Pilgrimage of Light. Meanwhile, I will produce videos for each of them. So stay tuned. See you next time.